Guys, here. I'm not sure if I have any of them, but I'm using them. He's using those Gishkis too. And oh wow, we both rolled ones. By the way, we're gonna dice roll to see who goes first. So much one. I'm going first. That's pretty cool. So pretty much, I run a deck with like 29 of the cards being Gishkis, so I can actually run this consistently. Salvage card. Pretty much the point of this is that you just mill out all your rituals. And you can just send these to the bottom of the deck, it doesn't really matter. So, Noella is really good. So, or whatever his name is. Okay, he pretty much just copied off my deck, I think. He's getting a bit of Sakura now. Copy off my deck. He's running that ritual thing. I don't really like the ritual thing. So I guess he's using Mirror's effect. I don't mind. Anything he does, I can get over next turn, no matter what. So I'm in a really good position. He can draw a bunch, though. That's not really bad. That's kind of a down. But I still have my first turn advantage. And if I draw a salvage, it's like game. That's the funny part about this deck. It's just like you draw salvage and win. I I only have a 2 out of drawing salvage because so never mind about that one play. Oops, he's gonna get return shadow, maybe. So at least I have a monster born. So let's see. Oops, that's not that great. MST is really bad in this matchup because commonly people don't run back row Gishkis. I mean, I don't. I'm not sure about everybody else. I guess I can't really say that. Um, Mind August is going to be really good in this matchup just because, like you just return all the rituals to the deck. So I'm gonna probably return that to the hand later. That effect. Pay my cost. Or draw Dark Hole. That's pretty good. So Layla's kind of dead right now. It doesn't. So I'm just gonna go ahead and attack her. Attack. This ritual thing right here. I know it's kind of good, but I don't like it because you're already paying so much for the other ones that are really good. And I mean, this guy is like really good because if you just happen to draw a Gishki monster. That's cool. So I'm not really sure what level 4s he can go for. But he can't just do like a bunch of X-dating. I mean, actually, I would prefer to run Trapstone over that, to be honest. So I have Dark Hole and Monster Born, so I'm really set right now. Because, like, whenever he decides to get big, I'll just Dark Hole, and I can just that guy. Look at Moon. Ooh, ouch. It's gonna hurt. In fact, that's probably gonna hurt for game. If he has a Gishki. Oh, wait, yeah, he does. He's like infinite Gishkis in hand. So let's see. That's 45. That's game. Oh well. That kind of sucks. Oh well. That's game. I guess the hand mirror is decent. Wait, what was it called? I'm not really sure what he's running. I mean, I know he's running Gishkis, but I'm not sure what he's running in the Gishkis. I'll show a little mini deck list after this one. You know what I really hate about most people's deck lists are? Or, I mean, when I made a deck list, because when I first began on this website, on YouTube, like, I would make deck lists, and people would just, like, pause the video and not even listen to any of my explanations for anything, and then just, like, on my X Saber video, they're like, "You're bad. You don't run Dark. You only run one Dark Soul, no Fall Troll," and I'm just like, it's not meant to do that. It's meant to be. It's meant to be like more of a beast beat, but no, nobody listens. They're just like, if it has X Saber in the game, you have to use it these ways. If you watch any of my videos, you would know that I don't run anything the way it's supposed to be run. I ran 6 Sands with Horn the Phantom Beast just because of DNA surgery. Like, I'm just that good of a player. Yep. And it, guys, by the way, if I wasn't being sarcastic, I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't be saying stupid shit. So I have South, but it doesn't really matter how set up I am, because he's always more set up. So let's hope he doesn't draw that gift. Because, you know, he always... Sack his way to victory. Sack your way to victory. I believe you have to reveal it. Awesome. It's not a monster. I don't like Forbidden Arts of the Gishki. Either. The only one I run is Hand. If you need it, you'll search it, and everything else. Yeah. It's... So, he has that mirror in the... It's really cool. Shadow. I have shadows for days. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this. And then I'm going to activate the fact and set this thing. Let's see. There we go. This thing. That's a pretty good card. Steve that's why I don't care about the levels having to be equal. And now I can add these to hand, cause good. To activate that effect, turn that to deck. That's the reason Zeo got Giga, that guy right there, isn't as good, because he's 10 star, unlike the level 8. So maybe if they release more 10 stars, but right now 8s are probably the best when it comes to running Gishkis. So let's see, he's at 7,000, so I could do 5,056, summon a Birdman, and win. That's what I'm gonna do. That effect. Hope he doesn't have Gores. Oh well, it doesn't matter if he has Gores or not. I don't care. If he has Gores, that means I do shenanigans. So, gonna activate that Aqua. Special summoning this thing. And then no. I don't care if he has Gores. Yep, GG. He's gonna lose. It's kind of like Inzectors. Like, if you're in an Inzector mirror match, whoever goes like big first with no protection loses. And Gishki don't have protection, so it's like an extreme version of that. Holy shnikes. I don't know why I was cussing so now I'm afraid to. Oh well, who cares? Okay. So, good thing, he's gonna mill that good thing, he's gonna mill that good thing. He's gonna mill that good thing. The only reason I really run this is because it's level 8. I mean, its effect isn't really too good. I mean, drawing a card is good, but drawing a card and sending a card back to the deck is even better. I just run this just so I can get this thing out. So, yeah. Some good. It's pretty good. My hand's kind of stuck, though. Just because I've been doing that the whole time. Good, only 17 this time. Another Aqua Mirror. I'm gonna draw like 3 in a row, I bet. It's that good. So, Gishki Shadow. Finally, I got something good. So, let's go ahead and activate an Aqua Mirror. I don't believe he runs any back row. so I draw an MST. The effect isn't that bad, it's just that everything else is better. So I'm going to set that for +1 MST. Awesome, +1 MST play. Magical stone excavation. Pretty Vanity, really? Expected better. Yes. Add MST to his hand. I was talking about that +1 MST. Cool. Oh, he was hoping for me to do that. Damn. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I don't care. You know how bad it is to lose in Yu-Gi-Oh! So apparently he's going to return something from my graveyard to my deck. He doesn't have much targets. The biggest thing he can get is Aqua Mirror, so it doesn't matter. And even if he does that, he can't get over. He's going to use that thing. Okay. By the way, guys, just because if he wins with one card doesn't mean. Just saying. So I drew a monster, so I get to reveal the card in his hand. Ooh, Mind Aegis. It's pretty cool. What I really like about Mind Aegis is just like plays where you just return a monster born to your deck, Dark Hole and Heavy Storm. Sorry guys if I'm not commentating. I usually do a lot better than this, but I'm kind of waiting for him to do his play. Because next turn, I can probably go for game if I draw a Vision Gishki. I don't run Preparation of Rights in this game. It's not really too great. So you can't attack this turn, so that's the other reason I don't run that card. It's because it's not good. There's no point in running it after that. So I'm going to activate Shadow's effect. Add this card to hand. Activate that Salvage. Gonna activate that Gishki Mirror. Off a summon this guy. Activate his effects. Pay 1,000. Draw a card. Reveal this thing, and I'm gonna win. Pretty much. So that's 32 plus 28. That's game. Calculations, but I believe it's like 6,000. 6,000. Gishkis. They're pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and give the mini deck profile here. So pretty much, you run Abyss. It never saw play. I don't think Vision saw play because it's just like you back from your graveyard. You activate Abyss's effect. You get to search a card, and then you bounce with Abyss with Birdman, or you can even bounce Beast with Birdman and sync with Abyss, and just get like a bunch of plays off with that. And you can go for synchro plays. It just mostly combos off so goodly. Combos off great, just Gishki Beast plays. And, you can go Gishki Beast into Nuela, Bounce Beast, for some pop 2. 5 with Catastrophe, 5 if you're going in a synchro heavy matchup, I guess. I kind of run just a bunch of level 4 because not only this thing is like so situationally good, it's worth running. I'm not joking. The fact is like I don't even remember the fact. I just know it's so situational. It's good. Yeah, 1,000 life. So if I managed to get like a Gishki Beast, which never saw any play, and like grab a Shadow, I could have went for game very easily. So here's his deck. Now I'm gonna go ahead and say what I want. Ooh, this thing. Special summon 1 Gishki monster from your hand, ignoring summoning condition. So that's actually really good. Besides it being a minus play, like it is a minus, you can activate it to. You can chain it to MST, causing it to be a neutral play. Yeah, at the end of phase, return it to hand. So you can like summon this guy and pay 1,000, draw 1, making it neutral. Shuffle a card back into the deck, possibly causing it to be a +1. So it's not a bad idea. Noella is just good in general. Magical Stone Excavation's really neat. Vanity, I don't like Vanity. I guess it's good with like some matchups. I mean, it's no Cold Wave. But then again, you couldn't play Cold Wave in this deck, most definitely. But Magical Stone Excavation is actually really cool. So, I'm going to tell you my favorite rituals right here. It's going to be this one because it's just really good. Recycle any 5 cards from either player's graveyard so they can activate like Spore, their they can activate their Spore Glow Up, and you can just return it to the deck, and it's kind of like a dead draw, unless they used 1-for-1. But you could also return stuff like MSTs and Heavy Storms, because drawing stuff like that's just going to be dead. You can return. You can return your own monster born, like I said. You can just return a bunch of cards, like Salvage. Salvage is a really good card to be able to recycle and draw. I'm gonna go ahead and show him my deck. But anyway, guys, pretty much what me and him were trying to do with these was is that to see how much how good a Gishki deck would be if you only run Gishkis. Now, I decided in the end not to do that because they played something as simple as a skill drain or a dimensional fissure and it's kind of really bad. So then I was like, maybe Heavy Storm. But then I was like, Salvage makes this deck so game winning though. It's just like the one spirit one. I don't think that's, I don't think it's that bad. I mean, the one thing about the spirit one is though is that it is a spirit. I guess that's kind of what makes it good too because it's like a permanent. Oh my god, trap stun that you can just keep activating, and they like have to solemn it unless you really want to go for game. But my problem with that is that you have to control Gishki. So if you don't control Gishki, it's a waste. So here's my deck. I'm going to show more like official. I like mine a lot more. I mean, of course I like mine a lot more though because I made it. I made it for me. Uh, One main problem about this deck is just rituals. They're bad. Another problem is like no defense whatsoever. I mean, I have the one Gores and that's it. I mean, I can add Tragodias, but that means less Gishkis, and you know what less Gishkis means? Less Gishkis mean that I don't get good mills off with this girl, and when I get less mills off with her, that means the deck loses a bunch of speed. Like milling like 5 rituals is amazing. But anyway, guys, this is Team Offense DBZK with Gishkis. But bye, guys.